Hello and welcome to Inside the Classroom. My name's Dziedzina, and today we'll be going inside Mrs. McGowan's fashion design class. This is a class where students can exercise their artistic vision and learn all sorts of skills that have plenty of real-world applications.
So right now we're working on pants for our first term project. Right now we're doing buttonholes to practice for the buttonholes on the pants. So over here, Lindsay, she's going to do a buttonhole. And that's pretty much it.
So I'm here with Savannah Deering and Ordania Reynolds. So could you guys tell me how long you guys have been taking fashion design?
I've been taking fashion design for 3 years. I didn't take it sophomore year, but I took it freshman, junior, and senior year.
I'm on to my third year of fashion design. I started when I was a freshman and I'm a junior.
Alright, so we're here with a couple of experienced members of this class. So could you guys tell us some of the things you've learned through this class? Any techniques or styles or anything?
Well, I know that I'm not really an imaginative type of person, so this class has obviously taught me how to think about my next project or what I want to do or different styles. So that has definitely been a major difference since I started.
It has taught me to different techniques to use on different patterns and different fabrics and stuff like that.
Anything in particular you could name off the top of your head or just?
Well, when using your a pattern for a project, sometimes you have to adjust. So you have to try not to get frustrated with it and try to take your time doing it to make sure everything's fitting properly.
So could you tell us about some of the basic projects students start out with when they first start taking this class?
If you start out as a freshman, actually it doesn't really matter what grade level you're in, but if you're just starting and you're in the intro class, you'll start out with making a pillow, or you can turn it into a little animal shape if you want to, and then your first real project will be pajama pants, because those are the easiest thing you could ever make in this class.
And then what are some of the things you start to build up to as you get more and more experienced, comfortable?
It's honestly it's totally up to you as a designer. You get to choose what level you can go up to. For me, my freshman year I made pajama pants and this really basic skirt, and then when I came back my sophomore year I instantly made this beautiful dress that I call Ravishing Rosewood, and it has this lace all around the waist, and then I jumped right into a college level coat that Miss McGowan made in her junior year. Was it your junior year? Junior year of college. So that was a huge change for me, because I went from making really basic things to making stuff that's really complicated, and now I'm working on my designer jeans. So it's you basically get to choose what levels you want to do. So it's totally up to you.
Yeah, you get a lot of inspiration to do what you want, and you get a free expression of yourself through your clothes and stuff.
So could you guys talk a little bit more about some of the favorite projects you guys have made, some of the favorite pieces of clothing you've made?
I made a brick orange kind of coat last year. That's one of my favorites, and I also made a satin red dress. When I worked that in the fashion show, everyone really liked that. So.
My favorite project is definitely my plaid wool coat that I made last year. It's a 1980s fashion style coat, and it's my best project so far. I don't think I could top that.
Oh, I'd never say never. What's been the most challenging part of this class for you guys?
I think time, and sometimes like you can start like a project and it like takes you like up to like 3 weeks because of like time we have to do it, because you only have like an hour and a half to like work on certain things, and like based on how far you get, like it takes you a good amount of time to like make something, like be proud of that you made it.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely time. Like if you're not a patient person, then it's like it's really going to be difficult for you, because like sometimes project can take you up to 2 weeks, and sometimes projects can take you months, and patience is virtue, so you just have to really learn to be patient, because that's probably the most frustrating thing, is if you could have like the whole entire day of just to this class, and you just want to keep on working. And so since we only have an hour and a half, it's really, really frustrating when you just want to keep on working on your genes and think of more things to do, and it's just frustrating when you can't. That's probably the most frustrating thing of this course.
But it must be rewarding once you finish something and you're really proud of
Yeah,
it.
definitely. And we get to show that in the fashion show too. Like we walk up there, we're confident.
Yeah.
Like that's the best part of this course.
So lastly, speaking of the fashion show, can you guys give us any little hints about what you're thinking about designing for the show, or not yet? Too soon.
We're thinking about, after this project, making a little black dress, and I have like ideas on my mood board that I want to try to accomplish also. So
You can personalize it too. Like you can choose your own pattern. It does have to be black, but you can add in lace if you want to. So everyone, like you could make it, like you could show your personality through your clothing. So like whatever project Miss McGowan does assign to us, you know that like it's something that like Savannah Deering made, or like Ordania Reynolds made, because you can personalize it, and it just really shows who you are, each piece.
Alrighty, that's awesome. Thank you guys so much for your time.
Thank you.
That's going to do it for today's Inside the Classroom. I know I'm not a fashion expert, so I learned a lot just from my time in there, talking about all the sorts of techniques and styles that students have come up with. It's really, really interesting. They make a lot of neat stuff in there. So if you out there are interested in fashion design at all, I would highly recommend taking this class. But again, that does it for this week's edition of Inside the Classroom. I'm Noah Dziedzina. Thank you so much for watching.